All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where we're going to talk about something that was said by Ryan Garcia's camp about throwing in the towel against Gervonta Tank Davis. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division as we are 9 days away from one of the biggest fights in boxing, the biggest fight to be made this year with the most excitement around it, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia's father says something very interesting in an interview and something that reminds me of a prediction that I had made for an Errol Spence Jr. fight, and probably the most accurate prediction that I've made since I've had this channel. But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really, really does mean a lot. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And regardless of whether you're new, you've been here for a while, thank you to everybody that has supported, and the super thanks really is a great way to support YouTube channels. So thank you guys. And if nothing else, hit the like button. Doesn't cost you a penny, but definitely subscribe if you're not subscribed. Trying to get the numbers up. But anyway, let's get into this because Ryan Garcia's father had an interview on I think it's Fight Hub. Great interview. Really like Ryan Garcia's father. A guy that's really did say a lot of things that make a lot of sense about Ryan and a Tank and the situation that he is, that his father finds himself in relative to Ryan, and said, look, man, with Ryan Garcia, with my son, you know, basically said, look, I'm a father first, I'm a assistant trainer and all of that second, but because I love my son, I love my other son because he has two sons that are fighters, you know, that he put a lot of his life on hold, a lot of the things that he had going on, he put on hold in order to, you know, work with his son and get his son to be in the position that he's in, and that he doesn't take the same approach as a father of a fighter as some other ones do, which is that he plays the background and like doesn't ever want to deal with somebody, to have somebody dealing with his son that he doesn't feel knows more than he does. But in the midst of this conversation, he brought up stopping the fight against Gervonta Davis, or mentioned if he sees Ryan Garcia in trouble in a fight and getting hurt in a fight, that he would end that fight, because it is much more important for him to for his son to be safe and to have a long career, have a long life, than it would be for him. You know, he's not just going to sit there and listen to a coach that says, look, man, let him keep going, let him go, he's tough enough to take it. He said, yeah, I understand that and all that good stuff. However, it's my son, and if my son is out there getting hurt, I'm going to pull a plug on the fight. I'm going to end the fight. Now, the reason why I think that is important is because I think that there's a high likelihood that he's going to see his son out there getting hurt. Now, and I'm not saying it's in a way where Ryan Garcia doesn't have a chance to win the fight, because truth be told, Ryan Garcia has some talent, some real talent. He has some things going for him. First of all, he's got very, very good power, very good left hook, strong left hook. He's got a good jab. When he uses it, when he's really using his jab, he can make it very sharp. I think he leans into his right hand a little bit too much and puts himself in position where his head is over his toe and can most definitely get caught Rolly Romero style. But he also has Joe Goosen in his corner. He spent a period of his time in his career working with Eddie Reynoso, the Canelo Alvarez's trainer. So most definitely has a lot going for him. You know, a very good, successful amateur career, all of that good stuff. But as far as his professional fights go, he's not ever really been in a war. The closest thing to a war that he's been in there was with Luke Campbell. when Luke Campbell dropped him, but it wasn't the type of scenario where he was taking punishment over the course of the fight. Even though I got to tell you, he got knocked down by that left hand, by Luke Campbell, but he got hit with it a bunch of times as well throughout the entire fight, just as a note. However, I don't think it was something where he was taking a lot of punishment. Now, with Gervonta Davis, I think that you're going to see something different because Gervonta is very underestimated. I mean, yeah, he's very underrated, in my opinion, in his ability to put constant pressure and constant punishment on a fighter throughout the course of the fight. He's landing big shots. He's hitting these dudes and really causing these guys a lot of problems. I would say the one fight that I have to go back and look to see whether or not that was the case was the Leo Santa Cruz fight, where Leo Santa Cruz is just so busy and so active and throwing so many punches throughout the fight that that Gervonta was a little bit more on the defensive and wound up stopping him. He wound up hitting him with that uppercut more than one time, just like he wound up going for that shot with Rolly Romero more than one time. Before he hit Rolly Romero's with that counter left hook off the ropes. Not he's somebody that will beat you down over the course of rounds, and that's something that we've not seen Ryan Garcia be in there with. Now, the reason that I said that this reminds me of something is that it reminds me of that fight with Lamont Peterson with Errol Spence, and the prediction that I made for that fight was Lamont Peterson's going to throw in the towel. Because I don't think Lamar Peterson's going to get stone cold knocked out, but Errol Spence Jr. is going to put so much pressure on him and hit him so often with so many things that after a bit of time, he's going to be taking more punishment and he's not going to go unconscious. It's just that he's going to get his body beat up and he's going to wind up throwing in the towel just off that. And that is exactly will wind up happening with Lamont Peterson. And I would not put it past being the situation with Ryan Garcia if Ryan Garcia ever really gets in a war with Gervonta. And I don't really see how that's going to be avoidable because Ryan Garcia is not somebody that fights on his back foot. He's somebody that stands there, that is coming forward. I think in the early rounds that, you may see some scoring from Ryan Garcia and you may see competitive rounds in the beginning. But as Gervonta Davis gets his timing, gets his distance, you're going to see more of those shots to the body. And then when he starts landing those shots to the body, Ryan Garcia's chin, who's already up in the air, is going to start getting hit with them straight lefts. And the reach difference between the two of those guys is not so crazy where, Ryan Garcia can really stand outside on that jab. And I have never really seen Ryan Garcia fight off the back foot, let alone catch somebody with a big left hook off the back foot. And also, Gervonta's ability to avoid shots that he sees coming or patterns that he recognizes, again, I think is very, very underestimated. But his father said that he would do it. He's not on Deontay Wilder time where they're saying, look, man, you going to beat me. I'm going out on my shield. His dad is saying, nah, he ain't going out on his shield. If he gets too much pressure, we're going to throw that towel in. So I might I may change my prediction to a towel getting thrown in over a knockout, especially if Ryan Garcia has the ability to keep getting up. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace. I said pieces. Peace.